All right. What's happening, everyone? Is this thing on? Hello, this is Ariel. I'm here with you on, what day is it? Monday, March 20th, 2020. What's so bright on my face? What's happening? Oh, that's a little better. I'm representing Jay Park today. My guy, Jay Park. We stand together with Jay Park to end bullying and unwarranted attacks. So here I am. You're a bat. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. So I've been doing these live streams. Ariel sounds like he has COVID-19 for sure. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I've been doing these live streams on Instagram over the last few days, and I have been having people join me. Today, I'm going to do something fun. I'm actually going to take you on a trip down memory lane. And yes, there is a Cage Warriors event. Some way, somehow, they have figured out a way to do Cage Warriors. I'm not really sure how. Did I say Monday? Do I look tired? I am tired. Did I look tired? Did I say Monday? Did I really say Monday? I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going to take you on a trip down memory lane and look back on some... What did I say? Did I say Monday, March 20th? Okay, it's Friday, March 20th. For God's sakes, give me a break. Got my Jay Park sweatshirt here. I got all of you correcting me. Trip down memory lane. Gonna look at some of my past credentials and give you some memories, all right? Memories, yay. Who doesn't like a good memory or two? Let's see what we got here. Ooh, look at that one. First one up. Mayweather-McGregor. Look at that. Wow, what memories. Turned out to be a bit of a weird fight, as you all remember, but I think that this was the most fun I ever had, especially on the World Tour. The World Tour was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the World Tour very much. Going from LA to Toronto to... No, LA, Brooklyn. Was it LA, Brooklyn, Toronto? No, LA, Toronto, Brooklyn, and then I didn't go to the London one because it was impossible to get there. I was going to work for Showtime, if you remember, but things happened. Hello to my mother. How are you? All right, so the World Tour. The best stop was by far Toronto. I mean, freaking Drake came out for that. Do you remember that? That was amazing. Outdoors, it was raining. I enjoyed that very much. Oh, look at this one. UFC 209, which, as you can see, was supposed to feature those two gentlemen. And we still don't know what's happening with them. They say they're still training. They say the fight is still on. But let's be honest. I mean, it's getting a little silly at this point. But anyway, doubt me, bet on me. I don't know. Whatever. All right, you want to do it? Great. It'd be awesome. But, I mean, how are these guys going to train? How are these guys going to actually prepare, and how they're going to actually get on a flight and go there? I don't know. It's all very crazy. Anyhow, this event notable because I would argue this is the worst poster in UFC history right over here. Worst poster in UFC history. I mean, look at this thing. This was the poster. It was horrendous. This fight never happened. Khabib went to the hospital, but anyhow. All right, what about this one? I guess these are kind of in order here. This is UFC 208. In Brooklyn, main event was a weird one. Ultimately won by Jermaine Durandamy, but she hit her after the bell a couple times. It was a little weird. Yeah, this was in Brooklyn, UFC 208, Holly Holm. First women's featherweight title fight. Ooh, look at this one. Aldo Mendez 2, which yesterday on the Instagram live stream, I said that this is probably the best featherweight title fight. This happened in Brazil. Aldo Mendez 2, tremendous fight, UFC 179. Remember this one? Ooh, what about this one? She's back. Ronda Rousey and Amanda Nunes. One of the weirder events of all time. Why? Because she never did any media for that fight. Remember that? That was weird. Never did any actual media for that fight. Didn't show up to the media day. Didn't do an open workout. Showed up to the actual, what was it, like the official weigh-in. Showed up to that. Didn't talk to anyone. It was like we all had some kind of virus that day. It was weird. What about this one? UFC 203. This was a great one in Cleveland. This was Stipe against Overeem. Verdum against Brown. Remember the crazy kick after that fight towards Edmund Tarverdyan? And, of course, CM Punk's debut against Mickey Gall. This crowd was so hyped. They should go back to Cleveland, if you ask me. How about this one? UFC 205, the first event at Madison Square Garden. McGregor Alvarez. Wonderboy Woodley won. Carolina Joanna. That was a great one. What's this one? Oh, in order, UFC 206. I guess I placed them in order, so there you go. This was an interim featherweight title fight between Pettis and Holloway. Also Cerrone Brown. My favorite part of this event was that like a week before the event, they announced the MMAAA, the Mixed Martial Arts Athletes Association, and Cerrone was a part of it, and then like 2 days later, he backed out. What else we got? Ooh, look at this one, guys. Wow, how about this? I got a trifecta here. First, let's start with this one. McGregor Diaz, UFC 196. How about that? And what I consider to be the best female title fight, probably of all time, up until Zhang Weili and Ioana Jacek. Misha Tate, Holly Holm, ultimately won by Misha Tate. Great event. What about this? Anthony Johnson against Ryan Bader at the Prudential Center back in the day. I would make a strong case that 2016 was the best year in UFC history because you had 5 pay-per-views that did over 1 million buys. You had UFC 196, McGregor Diaz. You had UFC 200, which was supposed to be Jones, Cormier, and all that stuff, but ended up being Nunes, Tate. What else did you have? UFC 202, McGregor Diaz 2, UFC 205, McGregor Alvarez, and UFC 207, Nunes against Ronda. I thought that was the best year in the company's history. What else? Ooh, look at this one. Anderson Silva versus Michael Bisping, which actually we just celebrated the anniversary of. February 27th in London. An amazing atmosphere, amazing fight. Bit of history. This event, prior to the event at the weigh-ins, was the last time I interviewed Dana White. How about that? What's going on here? Apologies. How about this one? Woodley Lawler also happened in that 2016 year. UFC 201 in Atlanta. What's the hoodie I'm wearing? Jay Park, baby. Represent. That's my guy. Ooh, look at this one. Johnson Dodson 2. Fun one. UFC 191. Also featured Andrei Arlovsky against Frank Mir. Anthony Johnson against Jimmy Manua. And Paige Van Zandt versus Alex Chambers. Johnson Dotson 2. Ooh, look at this one. When I got to do radio for the Knicks, that was great. Ooh, how about this? I actually said this was the best. And by the way, the radio opportunity was thanks to my good man, Sean Grandy, who does radio for the Celtics. This one was a great one. Dillashaw Cruz for the bantamweight title. Amazing fight. I think this is the best bantamweight title fight. This was the fight where Dillashaw lost the belt to Cruz, and then afterwards, Cruz said to me, I asked him if this was the happiest moment of his life, and he said to me the happiest moment of his life was when he realized he didn't need a belt to be happy. Remember that? That was a great answer. This was in Boston. Ooh, what about this one? RDA against Donald Cerrone 2. This was the fight that lasted like 60 seconds. What boxing gloves did I use? I used Sanibel and Everlast. I think I had one of them here. No. Here's another one for you. What about this piece of history? Aldo McGregor 2. UFC 194, what an event it was. Weidman Rockhold was on it. 13-second knockout. Absolutely craziness. Everyone keeps asking me about Khabib Ferguson. There is nothing to report. They're trying. Let's see if it happens. It's ambitious, but they're trying. DC Jones 2 from back in the day. Not that long ago, but July 29th, 2017. This was the fight that was won by John Jones and then ultimately turned into a no contest because he tested positive. Demetrius Johnson against Ray Borg. Arguably the greatest submission of all time. Actually, this wasn't even the fight that had the submission because Borg missed weight. That was UFC 216. This is from 215. That fight never even happened. Main event ended up being Nunes Shevchenko in Edmonton. Remember that? Do you remember that? Ooh, what's this? Miami Heat, LA Clippers. Respect. If I'm all you got during these tough times, we all got problems. What else do I have here? I think I have gone through the entire batch that I took. Ooh, what about this one? Glover Teixeira against Rashad Evans. Rose Namajunas against Tisha Torres. Machida Henderson 2. This was in Tampa. And boom, boom, boom. Yes, someone's asking me about the fights that they're putting on. Ooh, what about this one? Ronda Rousey against Bethe Correia in Brazil. That was a crazy one. Ronda's last victory. UFC 190. Yes, tomorrow the network ESPN is airing 11 straight hours of UFC. So go check that out. Edgar Mendez. Remember that? Supposed to get Edgar a title shot. Didn't get him a title shot. See, now we get these kinds, like these little ones, and, well, they're not as cool because I like the big fat ones you get the pictures on and stuff, you know? Not as cool. Not as cool. I think I've gone through the gamut here. This might be the coolest one. You guys want me to give these away? These are kind of cool. One day I want to do something with these. What do you think? Look at this. This is just from one pile. I have many different piles. This is just one pile. Do I have one last one to show you from this pile? I can go get the other pile, but I don't know if you really want to come with me to do that. So anyway, that's some of the stuff I have here. I'm just going to put this down for now. All right, what else we got? Best food in Japan. Gilbert Burns, he's still looking for that permission slip. Still didn't get the okay. Who's my favorite boxer of all time? Arturo Gatti, the man, and Roy Jones Jr. Those were my two. Come on, hit me with more questions. What else you got? Epoxy them into custom furniture. You want a tour? I'll tell you this much. Does this work? All right, so when I do a Sports Center, I sit in this chair right over here that I'm sitting in. I sit right there. This is the background. So like the Ariel on the bad guy background? I sit in front of this screen, and then that iPad is what films it. Crazy, right? You want me to go get the other pile? UFC Mount Rushmore. That's a good question. You need water, by the way, every 15 minutes. Ah, yes. Riveting. Yeah, where is my dog? You guys want to see Matcha? Let's see if I can find Matcha. YOLO, right? YOLO. Oh, Matcha's outside with my wife right now. I see her right over there. How often do I get a cut? Every Tuesday, but I didn't do it this week. What do you guys think? Should I just grow it out? Should I just go fro? Okay, the Mount Rushmore. George St. Pierre. John Jones. This is UFC, right? Yeah. No beard, no gray. A little bit of gray right there. John Jones, George St. Pierre. Do you have to put Hoist Gracie? I think you do. I think you do have to put Hoist Gracie. John Jones. That's tough. So many guys. Because, do you go by who was the best or who was the most influential? Because if you want to do, influential, you can almost go with, Chuck, Tito, Ronda, Connor. This is so crazy. So sorry, Aaron. Why are you apologizing to me? No, my tone of voice did not change. What you guys talking about? All right, hit me up with more questions. More. Any parents out there, are they hitting you guys up with a lot of work for your kids? I mean, I'm just trying to survive over here, and it's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work. What's your next favorite NBA team after the Knicks and Raptors? I feel like this is a trick question. But I would probably go with the Utah Jazz. Tell us a story that will be in Highway to Helwani. That is going to come out soon. I could tell you about the time I made Mark Hunt. Is there something in my beard? What's happening to me? I could tell you about the time I made Mark Hunt versus JDS. I made that fight happen. And recently I just told you about the time I made Pat Cummins against DC. You guys want to meet my daughter? Why not? Let's see if she's here. Claire, what you doing?
Watching.
You want to come say hi to my friends? These are my friends. Oh, this is my Claire. Say hi to everyone.
Hi.
What you want to tell them?
I'm watching Spider-Man.
And who's your favorite daddy? Who's your only daddy? What's my name?
Ariel.
Ariel what?
Helwani.
Am I the best MMA journalist in the world?
Yes.
Yes. What do you want to say to all the haters out there who are saying mean things to daddy? What do you want to say to them? Leave your daddy alone?
Leave your daddy alone.
That's right. Or else what? Knuckle sandwich?
Knuckle sandwich.
Show them your knuckle. Hey. All right, you can go watch. There she is, everyone. Claire. Bye-bye, Claire. You're the best. Love you very much. That's Princess Claire, everyone. All right, what were we talking about before we were so rudely interrupted? Will you ever enroll your kids in some sort of martial arts? Have already begun. They do a little bit here and there. It's nice. My middle son, Walter, is really into it. What else? Oh, the dog. Yeah, where's the dog? I like how this is all kind of gone off the rails. We started this week with Colby Covington and all kinds of fighters, and now we've been resorted to my daughter and my credentials. How about these things? They gave us Reebok sent these shoes out. Reebok sent these shoes out prior to UFC 205. UFC boxing shoes, and I tried them on, and they're very uncomfortable, I must say. I was about to say about Khabib and Ferguson. They're both continuing to train, but the thing is, like, they're saying you can't leave the country. And you want me to shadow box in those shoes? They're saying you can't leave the country, and then they're saying you can't leave your house. So how is this going to happen? It's all very confusing. What else do I have? You know, I have a box. From... Oh, what about this? This is one of the all-time great things that I have. How are there 232 people still watching this? This is one of the all-time great things. This is a custom round 5 Ariel Helwani. Look at that. Someone made this for me. The back is Hoist Gracie. Wait, it's a little bit. There you go. Whoop, whoop. Custom. Look at that. Custom Ariel Helwani round 5. By the way, you want to see the one NBA bobblehead that I have? Do you guys want to see the one NBA bobblehead that I have? You will never believe who it is. That's right. Rudy Gobert. Whose arm is missing. What about Pride Alistair Overeem? Round 5 was the best. Whatever happened to round 5? What about Rich Franklin? I got something else for you guys. This is a fun one. This was given to me by Judo Jean LaBelle gave this to me after Ronda Rousey won against Katzengano, UFC 184. He was wearing this. Ronda Rousey's in the house. I wonder why it's backwards. Maybe because of the screen. Oh yeah, is that true? The Rudy Gobert bobblehead is sponsored by Health University of Utah. How about that? It's a nice present here that someone gave me. An Ariel Helwani New York Knicks jersey. I mean, I got a lot of stuff here. You want to know the best thing that I have? This Peppa Pig painting. Done by my wife. I actually do have a Dana White toy. Should I get some more? You want some more credentials? Can't believe New York Rick is making me do this. He really runs a tight ship over there. He's probably not even watching right now. He just wanted me to sink. Ha! Look at this. Worst poster ever. What else we got? Holloway Aldo 2. 218. Got a lot here, bros. Weidman Gaslam. This might be the best one. NBA Summer League. Look at that mug. First Helwani Roadshow. How about a watch along for the ESPN fights tomorrow? I suppose we could do that. I'm just taking cues from my bosses at this point, all right? I'm not going rogue anymore. So if they want me to do it, I will do it. How many plaid shirts do I own? 30. 5. plus 10. JDS Mark Hunt story. No, I'm going to save that for Highway to Helwani. I can't be giving away all my stories for free. Come on now. Oh. Anything else? Let's do a quick roll call, shall we? Here we go. Starting now. Where are you coming to us from? Let's hear it. Let's go. Feels like the thumbs ups are getting less frequent right now. Shoe collection is too far. I'm too tired to go there, all right? Too tired! All right. Toronto, where you at? Noah Schwartz. Do a fight companion for tomorrow. Erie, Pennsylvania. Respect. Ooh, now we're getting more thumbs ups. Mississauga. South Carolina. Tony from Queens. Respect, bro. Sudbury, Ontario. Canada, where you at? New Orleans, great city. I had the beignets. Florida, you got to be a little more specific than that, bro. New York, be more specific. State or city? Where'd you get the name of Highway to Helwani? I don't know. Oh, Attack in the House? Damn. I don't know. Did you come up with the name? Probably. I'll give you the props. Jason Tackman, best GM in baseball. Hire him, you punks. Texas. Well, you just giving me states. Robert Camacho, I guess sushi is my favorite food in Japan. Port Colborne, is that in Canada? Philly. Boston, where you at? Albuquerque, where you at? Albuquerque's great. I love the chili. I'm more of a green chili guy myself, believe it or not. Utah, go Jazz. Cleveland. Ooh, Sarasota, Florida. Home to the Chicago White Sox spring training facility, yes, maybe? Windy City, where you at? Chicago. Which fighter intimidates you when interviewing him or her? Rampage Jackson. When was the last time I saw Dana White in person? I don't know, last week? At the event, remember? Dream matchups we never saw. Tony versus Khabib. Behind the nose, Highway to Helwani. Fair enough. Favorite WWE match? When I was in the first grade, my parents took me to the Montreal Forum for a surprise birthday, and we were in, what were we, first grades were probably like 6 or 7. I saw Mr. Perfect against Bret Hart, and it went the limit. And my guy Bret Hart, my favorite wrestler of all time, went on top of Mr. Perfect, did 1, 2, and then they said, time limit up. I'll never forget it. Egypt. My dad's from Alexandria. Yes, I have had a wet burrito, and it's great. Denver in the house. Barcelona. I love Barcelona. Monmouth County, New Jersey. Hello to Greensboro, North Carolina. Milwaukee Brewers and Bucks. Okay, now what we're going to do. What's up, Perth? Yes, Israel Adesanya is exactly the same off camera. Hey, this is what we're going to do. Would you ever do MMA fighting pre or post show over again? Absolutely. I love those guys. Kosher breakfast today? For sure. Robert Camacho, what is your infatuation with food right now? Have I been training? Yes. To whoop all your asses. Okay, everyone drop in a positive piece of advice or a Kuja Quebec, respect. Positive piece of advice on what to do during this time or something to do to keep your mind active, all right? Here we go. In the meantime, favorite NBA player per position. Let's see. Center, Patrick Ewing. Power forward, Charles Oakley. Small forward. That's tough. Small forward is tough. Point guard, Charlie Ward. Shooting guard, Hubert Davis. Small forward, Anthony Mason. There you go. Go outside for at least a few minutes every day, whether it's just hanging out in the backyard, going for a walk around the block. Amen. Go watch Khabib and DC rip on each other. Not bad. To be safe, wash your hands, focus on helping others, and be a human being. Get knocked down, get back up. Play pool. Not bad if you have a pool table. This is the first time ever in history where you could be a hero by sitting on your couch. Do workouts at home. Absolutely. Stay active. Yes. Watch old fights. Yes. First caller to the Ariel Helwani DC show. Respect. Work on language skills. Cool. Oh, yeah, John Stark's my guy. All right, he'll be shooting guard. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Watch Rocky. Yeah, that's not bad. Study fractal geometry. Not bad, too. Watching every main event, dating back to when? Read books. Watch UFC Fight Pass. It's actually a Fight Pass fight happening right now. Give him a plug. Right now, there will not be a fighter. In fact, I think we have run our course here. I think we're good. My NBA MVP is LeBron James. Don't be a hater. That's the guy. Nose job, never. This is my claim to fame. I love you all. I'll see you on Monday. Thanks for watching. God bless.